Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast. This is episode number 54. Somebody please help me. I am drowning in allergies.
I wish we could.
My name is Nanashi. I'll be your host for the evening, and I apologize in advance for whatever this show is going to be. Joining us tonight is a menagerie of gagglefucks and card floppers. Going down the list alphabetically, we have our TCG Slut AI Ignister.
It's fanless season, my dudes.
That it is.
Mm-hmm.
We have our Yugi memer, Connor Lockhart.
Coming to you from the phone because my computer soundboard has killed itself.
That explains the difference in mic quality.
Well, that sucks.
We have our fellow furry Yugi tuber, Jose Ori Calcum.
And for those wondering about why I look so dark, because I'm tan from holiday.
Ah, you got baked.
Wait, what are you holding? Is that a stick or beer?
It's what's known as a macasita. It's a Yucatan pastry.
Oh, okay.
Baked Brit Bong. I'm gonna need to remember that.
Write that down, write that down.
Yes, that's a show title. That's a show title.
That's a new series of words I didn't think I'd hear before.
Anyways, continuing down the list, we have our wild child who swaps characters faster than I swap socks. It's Lone.
Hey.
And
Yeah,
look who showed
wait,
up at the
wait,
last
what?
possible second. It's Tim Brick.
And he's behind Yosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a quick adjustment. Give me 1 sec. God damn. I can never catch a break in this.
Hit Yosh with the friggin'
I'm just
Shindy.
plushy. How the hell?
I was like, I
go.
wish you would have moved. I wish you would have moved the plush instead, so he looks like when he talks, it looks like he's holding the plush.
I think that right there is gonna be perfect no matter what. All right, that should do for now. If I need to make another adjustment later, I will. Let's continue on down the list. He has our token salad planer, Phoenix Reborn.
Now with 20% more dragons.
You think they'll be gaining more dragon every single episode?
Seems like it. That percentage increases
At
annually.
this rate, you'll become a dragon.
Like he's not. If I ever meet the guy, I just expect him to barbecue food with his breath.
Dang it.
We have our silent but deadly partner, Rom. Spring and banless season, one will bloom and the other will doom. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Took the silent part a bit too seriously.
We have Smash Master Yosh joining us back again.
It is Yoshi Day at the time of this recording.
Mhm.
You are welcome.
And he's smashing for real.
Yes, he is. He made it just in the nick of time. It's Tim Brick.
I unbricked my computer for this.
So I noticed, but you're still coming in a little bit garbled.
A little bit.
Really? Dang.
Just a little bit, but I think it's fixing itself.
He's committed to the bit. He is Tim Brick after all.
He finally,
Yeah.
he finally came back for another show. It's Poobot. You there, buddy?
I'm here. I said salutations, for God's sake.
Yeah, sorry, you came in pretty garbled.
Classic Discord. Classic Discord.
Yeah.
And we have our favorite ram muncher, Ziveth.
My day was great until you showed me raptor cheeses. I
am happy to bring this
He is the
blurst
saint.
beauty to the world.
Oh, I will erase it from your memory in a little bit.
Okay, so now that we're all here and I've gotten that out of the way, how's everyone doing today?
Good. I'm doing
I'm just
fine. I'm gonna torture myself after by seeing the Minecraft movie.
Oh,
I'm
wonderful.
sorry, little one.
Oh yeah.
Forgive me.
Let's be honest, Jack Black's gonna hold
I'm gonna do
that.
that too.
Jack Black is gonna be the only thing that makes that movie watchable. Let's just call it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
A Minecraft movie doesn't look that bad, especially when compared to other stuff like the Snow White live-action remake, but
We knew that was going to be
The less
trash
said
from the
about that, the
start.
better.
This at least has a
I'm not-
chance
Yeah.
to
By
be
the way,
watchable.
I'm going in
I
this
saw
with pretty low expectations.
Obviously, we have to. So that way, if we're
Yeah.
surprised,
I mean-
I
it's
saw it.
genuine.
I saw it without the CGI, and oh my god, it's so funnier.
I bet it is.
Also,
Yeah,
also, I hate to admit that
Yeah, the rebirth for a second.
while I was going through my normal comic site, I curiosity read the Harley Quinn, the fart
Oh
comic.
no.
Oh, you read the Harley
I am
Quinn
so
fart
sorry
comic.
for you, dude.
No.
I can't believe it. Somebody here actually
No,
read
no,
Fartley
no.
Quinn. Somebody here read Fartley Quinn.
Hi.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Why
Uh,
did you do it?
All right.
Meg butt crack.
yeah.
That's another show
Anyway,
title.
as for me, as you already mentioned earlier, I'm tan because I came back from holiday to Mexico.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you were sharing pictures
Yeah,
and
and,
tweets of that.
There's a million
Yeah.
jokes I can make, and I'm pretty sure only 3 of them will not get us TOS. So I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah, I was all around the, Yucatan Peninsula. Lots of sites, lots of Mayan ruins, Ekbalam, Tulum, Chichen Itza, and then of course we had a nice swim in the Caribbean Sea. Absolutely beautiful. Right around the Gulf of Mexico, and even in a lagoon.
Called the
It was
Gulf
just a
American,
brilliant holiday.
I
That's
bet
kinda
it
clean.
was. So,
And speaking of torturing oneself, I did buy and play a little bit of Balan Wonderworld.
oh boy.
Why?
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 Oh Jesus.
Cause
It's literally like that
Cause-
clip you sent me. That one clip
Yes.
of Garfon with the movie.
yes, I sent a meme over in memes and shit posts. Well, pretty much how I feel about the game. And the fact that I would recommend a mid at best game over this says a lot.
Fair enough. I remember seeing that, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of these topics out of the way real quick. First off, I hope everybody had a fun April Fool's Day. I know I did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did.
Yes, I uploaded a Mr. Krabs montage as if it was a Mario montage, and it was funny.
I bet it was.
I didn't care.
Fair enough. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Yeah,
by the way.
my day when I went through like mostly normal with like one specific person in this podcast right now pulling a joke on me.
So,
You know who you are.
So on the subject of holidays, though, Easter happens to be on 4/20 this year.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Nanashi, do you mind if I talk about it right now? Because I do actually have to go soon.
We're going to get
Okay.
to that. I was just going to mention that and one other thing real quick, and then we'll get to you. Okay, just work with me. So, like I was
Alright,
saying,
yeah, I'm fine with that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Easter is on 4/20, and as it happens, today is Yoshi Day. So first off, Happy Yoshi Day.
Thank you. It is an honor.
And in honor of Yoshi Day, I understand you have a topic that you'd like to start off with.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep this brief because, like I said, I do have to leave soon, and also I don't want to hold up the podcast too much. But something needs to be said because not saying anything about it would just be a disservice to this man. Hacks Money, a Captain Falcon and Fox player in the Melee community, passed away, I believe, last week. I'm sorry, there's an ambulance. Just give me one moment.
Oh, is that an ambulance? I thought they were coming after you because you still haven't paid your taxes.
No, that's-
joke, Goku!
Shut up! Shut up!
You stole your joke, Goku.
Yeah, no, you're not living that one down. It's either going to be that or I'm just going to be calling you Smash Master forever. Smash Master
Yeah,
forever.
he's
That sounds
either
like a
the
sequel to a
tax
video
fraud
game.
master.
Every year, man. Every fucking year.
All right, we'll go ahead and continue on with the story.
I was
Oh,
all right.
we lost
Okay,
him.
all right. I was gonna say it was either that or it's Leffen coming to stop me from calling him out. Anyway, he passed away. He passed away apparently from a broken heart because, surprise, surprise, the Melee community wanted to suck off Leffen. I'm sorry if that's a bit too graphic, but it's true. Because they didn't want to unban him and let him play the game 4,000 miles away from Leffen. So, on one hand, this is very bad, obviously, because, you know, a man died and they were so stuck blazing a man that doesn't even care if they are under his foot when he takes a step in a pile of shit, that they were willing to keep that man banned, despite the fact all he did was call out the fact the dude was toxic. On the other hand, now they're all acting like they felt bad for him, they want to apologize, stuff like that, and everyone's immediately seen through the bullshit. Like the scene's falling apart from the inside out. Basically, it's rotting. To give perspective, Shroomed, a Sheik player, was talking about how he feels bad that Hax died. You know, the usual, his condolences and everything. Only for someone to point out that he was one of the people to be like, you need to go touch grass instead, when he was like making his appeal for the bans, and like he got called out hard. But not only that, Mewtwo King, who is basically the face of the Melee community, not as much anymore, but he basically was for a long time. Mr. I can see the good in everyone is calling for Leffen's ban because he realizes how much of a shitty person he is. Literally, he said, I tried seeing the good in him. I tried seeing past all his nonsense, thinking maybe he'll change, but no more. I tried to be the nice guy. I tried being friends with everyone, but it's not working. So now I gotta go to nuclear option. His words, not mine.
I see.
And I agree with it. You know what they say? Everyone fears, what is it, like a cornered animal, yeah. Three things, and then one of them is like a calm man who's angry. I forget how the saying goes, but you know.
Yeah.
The rage of an honest man.
Something.
Yeah.
A moonless night, a sea in a storm, and the anger of a gentle man. That's the three things.
Yep.
Thank you.
So
You're
to
welcome.
sum it up, because I did say I would take like 5 minutes and no more.
All
Something, fuck Leffen, rest in peace Hax, and also to the Melee community, as much as I love Smash, y'all are some hot pieces of trash, and I do not care if the scene dies. If the scene dies from this, it died way too late, because dude just wanted to play Smash, and they were too scared to upset Papa White LTG, or Swedish LTG, I guess technically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I said my piece. I don't care if the Melee community dies from this. Good fucking riddance if they do, and especially to the TOs who signed off on keeping them banned and are now erasing their name from the list that that they signed off agreeing on his ban. Kick rocks and gargle a bag of rock salt. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, that's all.
Well, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Yosh. I appreciate
With
it.
that being said, of course. With that being said, I am going to go torture myself by watching the Minecraft movie. Sorry,
Good luck.
Jackalus Black.
Good.
So-
Tell us if it's any
Good luck,
good.
soldier.
Mr. Jablinch,
I'll be 100% honest. It's gonna be hot ass, and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it because I'm gonna cook.
Oh, it's definitely
Keep that
looks
in my
like it's
mind.
so bad it's good movie.
Look, I'll be
drop a
100%
rating
honest.
in
I'm gonna go
the
to that. I'm gonna go to that movie Blaze. So yeah.
We salute you, soldier.
That
Can we get some salutes in
thank
the
you.
chat?
Yeah.
Of course. Have a good. Y'all have a good Yoshi day. I'm gonna go into the ether for a second, so you're gonna see me like fade out, and then yeah, just keep your eggs held high since it's Yoshi day. Later.
Keep it
Yeah.
going, man. All right,
So,
so now that we got that taken care of, I did forget to mention,
Can I
of
go
course,
first?
that this stream is sponsored by BearClawsWorld.com and Bear Claws Realms of Fantasy, a 52-page coloring book made by somebody I actually kind of know personally. All hand-drawn artwork, all medieval themed and styled, and it's available on Amazon for $20. So, let's go ahead and dive into some of the dumpster fire articles we got going on. And thank you, Rom.
Okay.
So, first things first. Let's get these out of the way. Twitter has apparently been suffering from cyber attacks for a little while. Tesla has been recalling all their Cybertrucks due to loose ceiling framework, and Amazon is planning to shut off the do not send voice recordings function on their various Amazon voice recording units.
Oof.
Ah, yes. The worst timeline.
Well,
You love to see it.
Not entirely, because there
Mhm.
is one good thing that I can mention real quick going on with that particular branch of stuff. Apparently, the EU is planning to ban in-game currencies and create full transparency of all online purchases.
How I
Yes.
wish I was
Oh,
still
that's a
part of
good
the
thing.
EU. How I wish Connor and I were still EU members.
If only.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to farm gems in Master Duel anymore. I can straight up buy packs.
Yep, pretty much. So there's been a few Looney Tunes bits of news. First off, they removed all Looney Tunes episodes from Max TV.
Common Warner Brothers L.
Yeah. Like, you can make the argument it's because some of the episodes are kind of offensive, but no, they just don't like money.
Clearly.
It's funny that these corporations, their main goal is to make as much money as possible. So why are they so fucking bad at it?
They
Because
they're losing
they
money. That's the only
fun.
thing they know how
You
to
should
do.
know that by now.
Yeah.
To make matters worse,
Look-
a couple of months ago I mentioned the Daffy Duck and Porky Pig movie and how it's not doing very well.
The Dadia flew up, yeah.
I mean, apparently they didn't even advertise the damn thing.
Which does
And
not
I-
surprise me. Thanks again, Zaslav.
Again, this is basically the first time I've ever heard of this.
Exactly. The movie
Movie.
theater was not selling any tickets. There were actually empty theaters for this movie.
Why am I not
I mean,
surprised?
If people would have known, they probably would have watched it.
Probably. I mean, I would have gone to
It was
see it.
hyped up as well. People wanted this movie.
If I had known about it a little bit more in
Kind of
advance, I
like
would have gone down to see it
another
myself.
Looney Tunes movie that's getting revived. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
That was going to be the next topic on my list. Two bads and a good. Here's the good. Apparently, the Coyote vs. Acme movie is coming in 2026. It was bought
There
by
is-
it was bought by a company I've never heard of called Ketchup Entertainment.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Okay. So, thank you for that. Hamina who to you two.
And I will gladly say that if the movie does end up getting released, I will pay top money for them to include in the end credits. No thanks in particular to David Zaslav.
Absolutely. Tim, you doing okay, man? I think he's having difficulties with Discord again. All right.
Yeah, Discord's being a butt recently.
All right, let's see about some of these interesting, fun things that we can talk about. First off, have you guys seen the trailer, or the introduction, rather, for the Legend of Zelda live-action movie?
Oh, I've heard
I
of it.
don't remember.
I thought it was canceled.
Rumor has it, and I
Yes,
have
do
no idea if
remember,
it's true.
like, seeing a brief teaser, yeah.
Rumor has it, and I'm not sure if it's true, the guy that they had playing the most recent Spider-Man theoretically could be Link.
Oh, Tom Holland? Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
And if and personally, I think they'll probably try to get Jack Black to be the king of Hyrule.
Oh,
No,
they do.
no, that would.
Nah,
I'm sorry,
that- I
but that
don't
would be
think
a
that's
terrible
going to
As
idea.
long
happen.
as he's not Ganon.
Oh yeah, 'Cause I was about to say because the
Because
only
like Ganon will turn into Shrek if he was.
Absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong.
I'm thinking if for Ganon and the people of Gerudo Desert, I think it has to be of like appropriate descent.
Probably. Let's see. Oh, the lost pilot of Family Guy was found and shared all over YouTube. Please tell me you guys saw that.
No, I
Yes.
didn't.
I didn't.
I have not
Never
thought
retired.
this.
It is a
There was a
variation of
leaked
the very
pilot?
first episode. They color swapped just about everything, changed a couple of characters around. It looks just like the first episode, but with different quality and voices.
Apparently it's out for 2 years too.
Oh,
And I
that's also
still
not-
and I still laugh my ass off. Doesn't matter how many times I see it.
I know, right?
And let's also not forget the other leak.
Which
What
one?
is it?
The other leak of the cancelled Powerpuff Girls live action.
Oh, we actually brought that up
Series.
last cast.
That leaked, and
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah, that was last one.
But it was fucking hysterical. Oh, I don't want to think about what happens when the girls grow up.
But we can still say this. It's not the worst thing to happen to the Powerpuff Girls over the last decade.
Fair and true. Speaking of which...
At least it's not written by a pedo.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
We'll send that in the YouTube version.
Yeah, probably. There's also the poster for the Captain Planet remake.
Yeah.
I grew up with Captain Planet. I downloaded the entire series and I put it on the Gilded, and at some point I'll probably find a way to get it shared. But Captain Planet is one of those shows that is so quintessentially of its time. Bringing it to this era of the timeline seems like a bad move, but if that's what they're going with for how Captain Planet is supposed to look, I am genuinely curious.
Also, the fact that he looks like the frickin' Giga Chad meme.
He does.
I know, the funny part.
I'd pay good money to see this movie.
If he was Giga Chad, then people would watch it out of principle.
I'm willing to give this a chance. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, the new Devil May Cry Netflix series came out, and it looks genuinely amazing.
Evanescence released a banger to it.
I've heard very mixed things from it.
Sorry, Johnny Young Bosch plays Dante, and he is a perfect fit for the role. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he was the second ever Black Power Ranger, and he's the voice for Ichigo from Bleach and Vash from Trigun.
Oh, nice.
Also, he was Nero.
That too.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't Alice bring up that he was also Nero?
Oh yeah,
Dang.
he's in a lot of stuff. He's one of the legends. Let's see, and of course,
and then there's also Evanescence reuniting to do the theme for these series.
Evanescence came back. They used music from all of the appropriate timeline parts, and they even got, may he rest in peace, Kevin Conroy to voice a character in the series. The last thing he ever did will be working with Devil May Cry, which I think is an infinitely better send-off than that abomination of a video game or whatever it was that he was in.
I think it would, but it was, and also that also animated clip of the thing, the Earth going about, and he's saying that if I die, at least I go out like this, being Batman.
Yes. Yes, he does. Thank you for everything you've done. Now, let's see. So, switching to internet stuff, Glitch, the animation company on YouTube who did Amazing Digital Circus, released their trailer for their new series, Gaslight District. It looks interesting.
I've not seen it, personally.
If it's about a bunch
It's a show full of gaslighting, it seems.
Yeah, supposedly. Like, for all we know, it could be that they use gas to light their lanterns, otherwise they live in a world of darkness. That's the kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. It reminds me of Halloween Town, in a sense, if you know what I mean.
Oh, shoot. I see what you mean.
Like, I think that alone gives it a chance. I'm going to give that a shot.
I have never seen Halloween Town.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
It's a Halloween-themed movie, obviously, but it uses, like, a weird 3D claymation style of animation, and that's the vibe I get from it. Did you ever see Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes.
Imagine that, but 20 years more developed.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. I'm pretty good when it comes to summaries.
Thinking of a mental anime, and I kind of dig it, not gonna lie.
And then there's the new...
I'll watch it one day.
It's fine. You should. It's worth watching. Pick it up on Halloween, sit down and watch it. You might get a laugh out of it. And then there's the Wild Assault video game that I mentioned a few months back. Their early access is coming out next week on April 11th.
Oh yeah, the furry team shooter.
Yeah, the furry FPS team 6v6 game, I think it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Looks interesting.
And now I've got one personal bit of news that I'd like to share, because this has been coming for a while. I have mentioned in the past that I have been working on my own module for a tabletop role-playing game that I've dubbed Fate PRISM. And at the end of this month, we are going to start recording our sessions for this game. Ignister and Raven are both part of it, as well as Zivith, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say Zivith.
Yeah, of course. 3 of the people who are on this podcast are going to be part of it. I have also invited another friend of mine to be a part of it as well. And I have also created a server for it where people can come in at some point and share their opinions and how they like the game. There is a separate Discord server for this that I will be opening to the public once the first official session is revealed.
All right. Best of luck.
Best of luck, amigo.
Yeah, the very first session will be recorded at the end of April. The 27th, I believe, is the current date we're trying to shoot for. And then it'll probably be out a week after, which will be the week of the podcast.
Okay.
Be nice.
So we're gonna.
So you'll be getting 2 uploads.
Pretty much.
So you'll be getting 2 So you'll be getting 2 uploads in one day.
And in case you're wondering, it's not Dungeons & Dragons themed. It's something completely different, using a completely different gaming system called Fate Core. Well, my bastardized version of it.
Fair enough.
So if you're curious, feel free to look for that. It should be out sometime next month.
For ungodly amount of reasons, every time I hear the word Fate, I cannot unhear the Fate series, you know, the one with the
Fate Stay Night. Yeah. A lot of people have that problem.
You know what I mean.
All right.
I'm dead ass playing Fate.
Is it okay if I go first if we're done with those topics?
Yeah, go ahead and get your thing out of the way real quick.
I've been saying for a while. I've been keeping track on I've been keeping track on the Gurren Lagann situation, and it's supposed to appear in the next SRW game. After 5 years of radio silence, they randomly dropped Y. It hasn't shown Gurren Lagann in it, but we'll figure out if Gurren Lagann's is not dead in the water like the other series.
I guess we'll find out. Keep us posted if you hear anything new.
And also, this game officially announced that Macross is now it's no longer trapped in Japan. It's now going to be worldwide release. Because Macross was very greedy for some reason for quite some time.
That does not surprise me.
And now they're everywhere. As soon as Y, which is going to be on Steam. Because they know not to do physical releases.
Okay, well, I'd say it's a good time to get started on the actual topics we're all here to talk about. So, first on the list, let's start with Zivith for the wrestling segment. What do you got for us, buddy?
Yeah, not much actually, since the match card for WrestleMania 41 is not finished yet and we just have 7 matches. I think that's not worth to going over at the moment. Only to say that CM Punk will be from this on a WWE main eventer after all these years. He will fight Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in the triple threat match, and they will close most likely night 1 of WrestleMania, since night 2 will be most likely the main event, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, where I must say John Cena carries the feud like everyone does when it's involved Cody Rhodes, cause he's so bland and boring, and you can feel that people in the halls also that the Cody shots silence down slowly, and WWE have to watch that it's not going over to boo shots again like it was in AEW before he left the company there. Yeah, and Cena is holding back so far, and this week they had the first real confrontation before that John Cena just went against the fans, against the WWE Universe the entire time, and ignored Cody when he came out and spoke. But now they got a real confrontation, and Cena just went first gear and made Cody already look like a baby who was about to burst out crying. Like, if John Cena goes serious, Cody turns into a pile of ash.
I will keep that in mind.
And that during a promo. And, like, heel Cena is a menace and I love him.
Yeah, Cody may be a decent promo, but compared to Cena, Cody's more comparable to 2015 Roman Reigns than 2020 Roman Reigns.
Yes. Like, I can see that Cena really wins the title from him. Because everyone wants to see it. Second point is, CM Punk winning Night 1 will be the feel-good moment for the WrestleMania, because in every year before, when we had the feel-good moment in Night 1, we had the bad guys winning in Night 2. And point 3 is, people are slowly sick of Cody, and he's not worth to be a main carder. He's mid carder at best.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
Speaking of mid card, main event Jey Uso? More like mid card Jey Uso. Got him.
Aren't they doing a crossover with Clash of Clans?
I am really worried that Gunther has to lay down for him at WrestleMania, and that's the second time in a year in a row where he has to lay down and lose his title to a mid carder. Cause how he's allowed to dominate Jey and Jimmy and others. That just screams a lot that Jey will win.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I honestly don't want to see it. Because Jey Uso is not main title material, and and the hype is also slowly turning down in the US. Let's ignore the EU people, because they cheer and sing to every wrestler they see, since there are almost no events there. But I bet that will change soon when WWE will make more and more events in Europe. Then the fans might realize that's not special anymore, and that they're just giving them house show material every time. Then on another note, WWE released a new YouTube channel, the WCW YouTube channel, where you can old matches from the 80s and 90s from the old company. Like the most famous main events of the old WrestleMania, of old pay-per-views, of old weeklies. Yeah. And WWE is slowly doing it because the network will entirely close next year because of the Netflix deal when it hits the rest of the world. And they want all of their content for free on YouTube from that moment on.
But there is one more actual question. Do WWE have on the WCW YouTube channel the episode of WCW where the finger poke of doom happens?
I haven't looked into that channel yet, but I believe yes, that they have every memorable moment.
Yeah, I believe they're being thorough.
And since they don't censor that harsh anymore, it's possible.
Well, alright.
The only reason they have to censor sometimes is because of YouTube telling them to do it.
Yeah, that tracks.
But the live shows, they are uncensored, especially after they move to Netflix, since they allow more things than the TV allowed.
Well, that's good at least. There's one thing I can't stand, the censorship.
Yeah, it was horrible during the Vince McMahon era when he meant to go PG-13 that the children can watch it.
Oh my brother!
Like wrestling is not a family thing to watch with your kid. It's for adults who want action and scripted things to watch to calm down. Then away from wrestling, the Professional Darts Corporation, or PDC made a historical move that the World Championship will give the winner £1 million, which are 1.2 million euros in the future, and the second place will get £400,000, and the player field will be 128 players from now on, from 90. When 5 years ago it was raised already to 96 players, but now it's raised to 128 players. And throughout the year, all the other major tournaments also got a money price increase and also a slight player increase. And the goal is the goal is to have prize money all over the year to be 30 million pounds. Currently, it's 25 million pounds. So there will still be races happening in the upcoming years, most likely. And before I have to end, I have to show you my new acquirement, my new achievement.
What's that? Oh, right. You and those.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah.
You and those long boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's nice.
fine
Very
10
good.
centimeter heels.
Very nice.
Oh,
And I
nice.
enjoy walking in them. They are so comfy.
Yeah, there is
And then
something
I just-
there is something that has been lingering in my mind. Why do you wear heels?
Because I feel like it. Like at one point after my parents moved out to Gran Canaria and being here in Germany alone, I want to transition completely to a fanboy.
Fair enough. That's a good first
Nice.
step.
I say, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong
And
with
I
that.
actually love to walk in heels. I didn't imagine it would be so easy to walk in them and that they feel so comfy.
Just keep in
Or
mind.
maybe my feet are just made like that.
It's entirely possible. Some people have the feet for it. Just remember, though, that after wearing those for a long time, it will probably start messing with your arch structure.
Yeah,
So
but
keep-
don't worry. Also, it's my body. And
Fa-
you live just once.
Fair enough. Just making sure you're aware.
Mhm.
I'd hate for people to go in
And
without the
also
knowledge.
related to
Yeah.
wrestling and both the earlier topic of Devil May Cry. Apparently, Kenny Omega made a voice cameo in Devil May Cry as Sly.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
And that was my 10 minutes.
all right.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
I think there was one more thing that we forgot in the general talk, and that was the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, I was kind of gonna keep that minimal, but you know what? We might as well. The Nintendo Switch 2 has, in fact, been quote-unquote revealed, and the price line for this bullcrap is sickening.
Blame tariffs from
Yeah,
know who.
yeah, Dumple Trumple.
Yeah.
That's what I call him, Dumple Trumple.
Yeah, but at least they're
Trumple.
they're
The
they're
Oompa
letting the
Loompa of
Exactly.
America.
the pre-orders to try and appease to said tariffs. So
Yeah, unfortunately, that's gonna suck. But realistically, if I understand correctly, they're also going to be charging people extra money for playing higher def versions of the copies of the games they have on the Switch 1, which, let's be honest, is blatantly unfair.
Yeah, that's the
They're also
shitty part.
charging more for the next games.
Like, I could understand
Even
a
though they're
$10.
releases.
I could understand a $10 increase, maybe. That's not bad. That justifies the increased quality price. But $30 for extra for an enhanced version of a game you already own just seems unfair.
yeah, it's still very mixed on this as a whole.
We'll just have to see where this goes. They might change their mind and reduce the price. If they do, good. If they don't, up yours.
Mhm.
Just look
Yeah.
forward to the next Sega racing game. It's gonna be cheaper
That's true.
than Mario
true.
Kart.
I just think that this
Can I
is
say
the...
something real quick?
Hmm?
Can I say something real quick?
Sure, what's up?
Go
Oh,
for
sure.
it.
I physically actually cried when they revealed the freaking HD remaster of Bravely Default.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I still remember like yelling about the Kirby Air Rider sequel.
Nintendo must hate me.
Nintendo hates everyone, man. You're not exclusive in this.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
But yes,
Like-
I see why you might think that, though. Not being able to pre-order one and scalp, God. It's so nasty.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
It reminds me of
Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
PS5.
never-
Never
so
in
mixed
my
on the-
entire fucking life. I mean, I'm sorry, Nintendo. What do you think of me when I see other scum people on X get pre-orders?
You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. Nintendo, this is an open letter to you. Who hurt you? Was it Sony? Was it Xbox?
Yes, because they did backstab them back then. So
That's a show title. Sony Who Hurt You.
yes, no, no, yeah, no. I thought it was Nintendo who hurt
Yeah,
you.
to Nintendo Who Hurt You. I'm putting that on
Yeah.
the list. All right, let's see. Next up on the list would be the Lorcana segment, and since Raven isn't here today, I guess that falls on our TCG slut to hold over.
Okay, so first up on this list, we have China announcing full tournament structures and roads to Worlds, which I don't know what it is. First we have there's apparently going to be a prize. Okay. Next, color pair spotlight, Amber and Steel, shifting and singing. Which, well, so far seems to be, well, Stitch and, well, the Captain Hook.
Oh.
His name was escaping me for some reason. Peter Pan. With some of the cards, well, they have the ability to, well, treat their one cost for like a specified amount whenever they sing a song. Next, we have a how-to on how to get your free promo. Then we have open applications for the Azurite Sea Championship. And a free pack rush in the UK and Ireland.
Clean.
As well as an exclusive playmat at UK Games Expo. Which I am now curious. Oh, that looks amazing. I just took a peek at the playmat. Looks neat.
Cool.
Now we have a championship tournament report, where first place is a Steel Amethyst deck. But the game plan? Good question. I have no idea. If Raven was here, he would explain us better than me.
I'm sure
Of
he
course,
would, but
yeah.
just do your best, man. Just do your best with what you got.
Okay. The thing is, I don't know what majority. It seems to be like the illusion based deck. I'm seeing a giant cobra.
Okay, yeah, that tracks,
Next.
I guess.
Next we have Steel Sapphire, which seems to be the Tamatoa strategy. The one where you have like a bunch of items on board so that you can increase Tamatoa's lore by 1 for each. Next we have Steel Emerald, which looks like it's hand ripping, judged by the Diablo over there.
That tracks.
That I think got second place. No, that got third. Fourth place seems to be what's known as Blue Steel Aggro, which looks like it wants to remove all of the things on your board as possible.
Okay.
Fifth place, actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna end it there because we'll be here a while.
Yeah, there's a reason I
Of
only say the
course,
first place
yeah.
winners of tournaments nowadays.
Honestly, fair. Yeah, I might end it on either 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Makes sense, yeah.
if there's only one tournament, third or fourth is fine. If you got multiple, stick to first.
Honestly, yeah, fair enough. Then yeah, it's just the one. Next up, we have the 16th with the D23 16th anniversary, which brings 6 special cards, which seems to be well, stupid well, high rarities, which could go for
You're right,
hundreds of
Nick.
dollars.
Oh my god.
That does not surprise me.
Wow. The one on the far right, I actually recognize that one. Holy crap.
Oh, wow, that's real old. That's real old.
Yeah, gotta say, if they're genuinely bringing cards from that age to this, I am shocked.
That one on the far right looks like he's ripping off the card.
Yeah, a little bit. He would be a character that could do that. He's not exactly Bugs Bunny, but he's kind of in that realm.
Yeah.
I remember Oswald.
That's him. I couldn't remember the name. Thank you.
I've only really remembered him from the Epic Mickey games.
That's
Oh, yeah, that tracks.
Yep. And last but not least, we have another color pair spotlight, once again, Amber Seal, this time featuring Bolt.
Interesting.
And, yeah.
I'm
And
noticing
if I were-
one particular color that's being shared.
Who's that?
What, Steel?
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough. Almost seems like Steel likes to mass remove things or something.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Though I'm gonna end it there because like if I were to go into further detail with like every single one of these, first off I would do a terrible job at it, and secondly, this is gonna take like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you calling it there, bud?
Yeah, I'm calling it there.
All right, fair enough, and thank you. Let's see, next up would be the Digimon, and I happen to have something I want to ask about. Ori, Ignister, what do you know about the Digimon Con from March 19th?
Ooh, from March 19th, hold on. Not a lot.
Yeah, I think they like announced a few things, like mainly like in terms of like some new things are gonna happen, like and the new like upcoming game, which is Digimon Story Timebreaker, I think.
Yeah, the new Digimon Story game, yeah.
Yeah, which I cannot wait. Millenniumon is in there. I want them.
Millenniumon? Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about Medieval Gallant?
Now I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you for that, Ignister, for that. As well, because I had no clue about there being a Digimon Con, so...
Well, you were on vacation, it makes sense.
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
In terms of the card game itself, we have two releases this month, which will actually coincide with the worldwide release. So, the worldwide joint release. So both Japan and English will have theirs released like on the same day. Later this month, we'll have the release.
It's actually more so like a week after, but yeah, around like the same time.
Yeah, very similar time. So we have the two structure decks of Protector of Light and Hero of Hope, which both reign in the new Adventure themed deck, which of course is Digimon Adventure. But as you already would have guessed by the theming. So I assume that you could use both structure decks to combine into one semi-coherent strategy. Just good luck getting the promo Adventure, War Greymon and Tai, and the secret rare Tai in the next set.
Yeah, the secret rare Tai I think is gonna be like the least wanted thing, but the pro Greymon.
Yeah, these new structure decks will be released on the 18th, and then we have the next main set of World Convergence. Everything has just been revealed, which now also includes the new Liberator Digimon of Elisamon and its Mega Medusamon. Which I must say, the whole line, it just turns from like Smuggler Reptile to gooberish Medusa, it's just fun.
Reminds me of Jellymon, in all honesty.
Very nice, and we're just revealing the alternate arts now, so not much time left until the set comes out, and apparently is set to release on the 25th, and which of course will tie in with the worldwide joint release. We do have some handful of new info when it comes to expansion of the extra booster versus monsters. Thing it is set to include a new tamer from the Liberators webcomic, and also themes. I think it also included Piedmon and of course Black War Greymon, which we already knew to be confirmed. And another bigger reveal is the name drop for BT23, Hacker's Slumber, which I really like as a direct sequel to the previous set of Cyber Eden. as this is going to be a Hacker's Memory themed set, so I can already imagine the TCG debut of stuff like Arcadiamon and more prominently Hoodiemon, and of course more Eater support. So we shall see what that will have in store when the time comes. And before we get into before we address the elephant in the room, is there any other Digimon related news that needs to be covered, Ignista?
So first off, the Digimon Con also revealed a new mobile game that's going to be accompanying the TCG. Which not only will be including the cards from the actual card game, but also their own original cards in there as well.
Oh, very nice. Shoot up. No, just
and they also and they also shown a new Digimon, Gemon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which not gonna lie, I actually do like the design a lot.
Very nice.
And one more thing I want to add. Well, first off, new keyword. Secondly, the fact that BT23 is going to be after BT22 is both makes sense and is absolutely funny.
Yep. Like I just saw the thing for Sinister Order again. I just saw Pokemon as one of the support, and I'm like, oh no, here we go again.
Yeah. Well, that's actually EX10.
Yeah, Sinister Order EX10. Yeah, thankfully, because for those who don't know, Pokemon in the Dark Master deck was absolutely toxic when it came out, resulting in an emergency ban list of a Pokemon getting limited.
So basically, Zodiac terrifying.
It was a mill deck.
Yeah, it builds your entire deck.
Ooh.
And we're gonna leave that discussion here because before we go to the thing, I want to go over the new keyword, training in EX9, where you may suspend this Digimon to place your deck's top card face down as this Digimon's Digivolution cards. Think of it like a gauge in Vanguard terms.
Really interesting. Really intrigued as to how that will play out. But only time will tell.
Yeah,
But...
and the big thing about this keyword is that it can also be used up in the breeding area.
Oh, that's evil. That's
yeesh.
That's scary.
and one more thing, and this is more so towards Nanashi. BT21 is going to have some frontier support, just so you know.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's all I got before we move on to the big thing.
Thank you very much, because now we can sound the Braveheart alarm, because the ban list just dropped for the Digimon card game.
Oh boy.
It was revealed on the 16th of March and took effect on the 28th. A grand total of 10 changes, the most in the entire game so far. I'll just go over each card and do a TLDR version of why all of these cards were hit. Starting from the top, BT2 Matt Ishida is now banned due to its ridiculous and game-winning synergy with Purple Hybrid. This is actually the second ever banned card in the game's history since Mega Digimon Fusion 3 years ago.
Which is not only one of our first cards to be hit on the ban list, but our first card to be banned.
Exactly. We now have a new banned pair. Mother D Reaper and EX7 Shadow Cosma can no longer be used in the same deck, because easy access to a 15k DP Digitama that also towers is perfectly fair and balanced.
Of course.
Yeah. And
Sounds
Shadow's not handling the divorce well.
Hang on. What
They
were you saying?
basically got choice restricted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
That's their version of choice restriction. And now we can move on to all 8 restrictions. Promo Agunimon and Promo Lobamon. I'm coupling these two together for the same reason, because they just make the Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon decks really broken because we have new insane ones from BT17. You can just ditch the previous Ancient Grey and Ancient Garus from what was it, BT6? Just throw that in the trash.
Of course.
Jack Raid and Blinding Ray, once again coupled together for the same reason, for being generic memory gainers for no cost. BT11...
One of which also triggers the immunity. One specific card.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then BT11 Mirage Galgamon. It's just been around for way too long. It was a long time coming. Goodbye, good riddance. You will not be missed. BT17.
Turns out being forced to pay your taxes is way too toxic.
Mm-hmm. BT17 Fenrir Lugamon, pretty much to try and just super nerf the Takumi Kazuchi OTK strategy, even if I initially felt that the better course would be to hit the BT14 Baumon. However, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, though this just straight up kill the deck, because you don't get a free body.
Mm-hmm. Kazuhamon from EX4. This kills the what's known as the Taumon loop, where you're basically just using this alongside Taumon Ace to basically loop a ton of option cards to gain infinite advantage and field presence, and it's just not fun.
It's used more as an extender than a disruptive piece.
Yeah, again, hitting this just kills the Taumon loop, which we don't want. And lastly, ST9 Stingmon, which I always got confused over. Is this a nerf to Blue-Green Imperialdramon? Because if so, I think the better course of action would be to hit BT16 Davison Ken. What say you, Ignista?
Yeah, it seems like they did. As the card pool has increased, it has become possible to include general-purpose cards such as powerful level 6 that can Digivolve from Imperialdramon and other option cards. So it's more so, by my understanding, it's more so for just generic level 6s that can evolve from Imperialdramon specifically. Which in this case is Imperialdramon majority of the time.
Yeah.
But still.
Yes, and of course, not once per turn.
Yeah, not once per turn. That's the biggest issue.
Yep. Indeed. And I think that is everything.
So basically nobody learned from Firewall Dragon.
I guess.
Nobody learned from Firewall.
Imagine learning from Firewall.
All right. Well, if that's all there is, we'll move into the next topic, which would be Pokemon. Now, the only news I have that's actually Pokemon related, aside from the thing I talked about beforehand with Pokemon Gold being sold to that one company, there is the news that apparently...
I got an image that perfectly represents the Pokemon.
Oh, go ahead then.
There you go.
Ah. There is the news...
and I think we also had massive leaks for Legend ZA, so be careful.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because, I don't believe in leaks or anything like that unless it's fucking hysterical. But that's good enough. Yeah, some of the art's concerning. But Target is apparently limiting the sale of Pokemon products to 2 items per household.
Good way to fight the scalpers.
Mm-hmm. It's an anti-scalping measure.
Can't cheat the system now.
Yeah.
Not unless you're really, really clever about it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So, other than that, and, the concerning thing that I think we're just gonna step around, there is next up the matter of the Cardfight Vanguard news. Reborn, you got anything?
Back. I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Reborn, what do you got for us?
I have some stuff, but let me just look. One of the big things is Artesaria and my growing hatred of all things lyrical Monasterio.
Ah.
Because
we're in the Vanguard segment now.
New Blangdemeyer. Before I go into Artisaria, because screw her with a tungsten, the new Blangdemire, which is basically just, it's a power up, but not really.
It's basically like the same camp as the two Fated Kings.
Those improve. New Blangdemire just says, I get something from Soul, which you probably shouldn't have that much of because you're binding your own soul for its effect.
Yeah, I would agree.
So it's like...
Welcome back.
Well, I mean, this Blangdemire doesn't really add from soul to hand. It first binds cards from soul, then gets like one, then lets you call like a grade 3 or less card that's bound if you choose. And if you don't, then you just get to draw a card. And it's treated as the original Blangdemire. Guess its divine skill, and your front row gets +5.
This is so that your front row actually doesn't get screwed by a damage trigger. Because if Blangdemire has to end their turn early, they're screwed. Because they need that 4 to 5 attacks. And they get a new grade 1 that says, if Blangdemire's out and you did the effect, he gets shield +5. If 8 or more, it's 10. And I'm like, garbage. Next.
Yeah, this one is like the worst out of the new support.
Carve Out feels like they have better stuff than this. It's good, but they have better stuff. When he's put onto rear guard, you have Blangdemire. Check the top card and either put it to the top of your deck or put it into Soul. If you put it into Soul, it gets 5k. If you have 4 more bound cards, 10 instead. And I still think they have better stuff than this.
Personally, like Elaborate Wizard the most out of all of these.
Vartak feels like I'm looking at an Endymion card from how much text this card has.
Oh, trust me, that's not the most amount of text I've seen on Vanguard.
If Blangdemire is on the field and you did the effect, it gets all this effects. I'm untargetable. I get boost and I get 5k power, 5k shield. I can actually dig this. This is just to stop Shiranui from saying, I'm punching you in your own face. Anything to stop Shiranui, I am all for. Also, this Elaborate Wizard, if he hits the field from hand, thank God they put that text there. Check the top 2, put 1 in a soul, put the rest into the bottom. This is just revelation. If he boosts and you have Blangdemire, take a card from soul, put it to hand, and bind him. This is to get that 8 card soul, but this feels like revelation.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Without the need to rest the card. And one who walks from 0, Blangdemire Nexus. It just basically looks like Blangdemire just went to Hot Topic and bought all the white clothes. He's regarded as Blangdemire, so Persona Ride goes off.
Yeah. I already went over it, so you don't have to go over it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go to Artisaria and actually, yeah, we're gonna look into Artisaria now because and Study in Silence Estor. If a rear guard restands, Canvas 1, Soul Blast 1, and that unit loses 5k. I'm like, wait a minute, this does nothing. this does nothing.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's not
if it-
much.
Yeah, because it says restand. Reziel's just going to resurrect their stuff. The only deck this card hurts is Rotovisor and Bruce. And Bruce has ways of just killing her. And she's finally here Consult. If she's in the back row, when you place a rear guard on the same column as her, first off, the deck that this is supposed to be meant for, Kyrie, and probably Artisaria, they have too much stuff too many required cards for this to even think about going in there. And so she's also a very heavy pass. Oh right. Vanguard got a nuclear ban list.
Oh, really?
Well, they actually. Well, first off, before we go into that, I do want to talk about like some like other things. Like first off, Guy Kaiser is coming to standard. Yippee!
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, different
Nice.
fight is going to
Yeah.
be hype.
Yeah, we don't know what it does. We know what nation is gonna be, cause well, of the clan it's in. And we do know what it looks like. We don't know what its new support is gonna be. All we got is the artwork and, well, the confirmation that he's here. There's also gonna be a collab set with a Dead Bushiroad TCG Buddy Fight, which I am looking forward to. And not only did we get a nuclear of a ban list for premium, but we also got a Japanese ban list for standard, I believe. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Japanese because, like, well, I don't know if it's announced for English. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's announced for English. So I want to go over the standard one first, since it is the shorter of the two. So first off, Veilord, restricted to 1. Apparently trying to remake Dragon Wife turned out to be a bit too good.
Go figure.
Yeah. And next up we have a choice restrict between Reziel and the dog, which I don't know the name of, in all honesty. Sargon. That's what it was. Next up is Knight of Formosity Charminant, which got restricted to 2. Next up, and last but not least, Scarlet Flame Bow General, Sturgna, and Stealth Fiend Iza Sao. Both went from 1 to 2. And that is basically it for the standard ban list. I'm gonna let Reborn take over for the premium ban list.
Oh yeah, like all the Stride stuff all the Stride, the grade 1s in the Stride set can't be used with their grade 3s now. Like they also hit Sea Strike Dragon and Largulv. I need to learn why he was hit.
So there should be there might be an explanation. What just got hit?
And Largulv. Reverence Rush, I think it was because of I don't really remember why Reverence Rush was... Oh, right, Bastion. This guarantees a restand in Bastion.
Okay, so they limited it because it was too good?
Basically, he says, when I attack Soul Blast 1, take a grade 2 or higher from your drop and put it to the top of your deck.
Oh, it stacks your deck, okay.
And Bastion wants to drive check grade 3s. What do you think? Like, when you have a card that stacks the deck, and you have a card that needs something to be checked, yeah. they finally got rid of the wise man loop.
Neat.
Dreaming Dragon is restricted. Gelga is sent to 1. And the V version of Witcher Frogs is restricted. So you can't do the wise man loop anymore.
Oh well.
Because that was just to stop them from, hey, we're just going to recycle all our stuff and put it back into the deck.
Hence the term loop.
And do something we didn't really think about. For Dark Irregulars, their 2 most toxic game enders have finally been hit. Hope on Damp and Variance Hardleg. Because they realized, he wasn't the stride version of I forgot its name, but he wasn't the problem.
Gotcha.
But because he says if you're when placed, and because Hope on Damp and Variance Hardleg was basically just 2 big finishers. You just put 2 or 3 of them out and get the soul requirement, swing and win.
Fair enough.
They choice restricted Mazer Gear in the old version of Mellum. I think that's just to make sure Chronojet doesn't get away with anything. But as for Nubatama, they Mizukaze as well as Tsukumoro-kan. I understand why they did Mizukaze, because he makes the game very awkward, and if you can't get around that awkward guard restricting, he practically is an instant win button.
So it makes sense why they did what
ruins
they
your
did.
day.
Yeah. And Tsukumoro-kan, I have to look up why. New Katrina, they limited her just because plant token bullshit. And from, I think anytime a Yu-Gi-Oh player hears token bullshit, it's just, I understand, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there's also the Guilty Empress Dark Phrase Gradora for just locking down your zones essentially. And a choice restrict of Ghosty Leader Beatrice, and Great Witch Doctor of Banquets Negra
Lily. That I actually understand. This is just to make sure that you can't just toolbox your entire deck for free.
Well, before we end the segment, I will say that the new episode of, I think the final episode of the current season of Divine is going to be airing in like 38 minutes, 37 now.
I'm gonna check that out.
Well, alrighty then.
Yeah, I think that's it for us right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then the next segment on the list is my Weiss Schwarz segment, and there isn't much to talk about, so this should be quick. There were 2 tournaments in the Bushiroad Championship Series, one on March 15th in Zwolle, Netherlands, with 78 players, and the first place deck was a Hololive deck, specifically the Chloe Marine mix. But more importantly, the week after, in Pasadena, California, there was a tournament that had 298 players.
Ooh. Oh boy.
And the first place person to win happened to be playing the Overlord Red-Green Ainz-focused build that the ban list from 2 months ago tried to hamper. Didn't do much.
Oh dear.
That aged fantastically, didn't it?
No kidding.
Exactly.
Let me guess. It didn't really stop it.
Nope. All they were trying to do was slow its roll, and all people did was double down.
Because of course they did.
And then, of course, there's the new products for the series, which is the Persona 3 Reload set is out, as well as the new Rascal Does Not Dream pack. And then finally, we can delve into the Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Alrighty then.
So, first...
what?
Hmm?
Can I get context for that Minecraft though?
Oh, it's just Yoshi being...
Yoshi's gone to see the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's all I need to.
Cool. So, as far as non-card game related news, first off, does anyone know a little bit more about Simo's health issues? Because I heard he has stage 4 non-terminal cancer.
I don't think he's been posting that much. No, he seems fine. Oh no, he's getting chemotherapy at this moment.
Okay, cool. So he should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most likely.
All right. Well, thank you, Rom. I was actually trying to remember the name of that article. So, with that in mind, I hope you get a speedy recovery, Simo. I'm not a huge fan of your content, but you make good stuff. So let's go ahead and dip in the Master Duel, and let's start off with their brand new ban list, which goes into effect next week.
Which sucks hard.
Yeah, they banned Beatrice.
Which did nothing, because Beatrice was just the plan D or E of us Feedsmith players.
Yep. They also limited Block Dragon and Sangen Kaiman.
Hey, Block
Sangen
back
Kaiman
is nice.
to 1 again does nothing. Block Dragon, why it did return.
Block Dragon, according to Farfa, was never the problem. So
Yeah, sure.
Great Guy's Dragon, that's the problem too. I think it wasn't a problem.
If Flambesh is allowed, we can also allow Block Dragon again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they unlimited Purlily.
I mean, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Next up on the list would be the Duelist Cup, which is now live, and I don't care because the pack for the prizes is trash. The best card in that whole set, Morphing
Oh, it
Jar.
already happened. You are 2 weeks too late.
I'm aware. I'm saying
like
I'm saying that I have no reason to care because their prize pack was trash. The only thing worth mentioning in that prize pack was the Morphing Jar.
The Duelist Cup overall was trash.
Of course it was. Let's see.
Yeah.
They announced a loaner campaign, which had Exo Sister and Rescue Ace decks, as well as the Sidra, Eldritch, and Evil Twin decks from the previous one.
When are they going to review the third one? It just feels weird now.
It does. It really does. They always do 3s. But yeah, nothing special.
I'm gonna say this: Science Feedsmith got released. Master Duel just straight sucks. Cause even in the lower ranks you have a painful time even rank up and get the gems. Cause everyone is ever playing Feedsmith piles or Tempai or Stun.
Yeah, about right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then let's not forget that Performage Plushfire has been confirmed to get its hard once per turn errata in Master Duel.
I mean,
Already got.
finally. Like, I don't get what's taking so long.
And then there's the Selection Pack, Metal Raiders Dominance, which has confirmed imports of the rest of the Goblin Biker support, as well as the Metal Morph pieces and the Dominance hand traps.
Yeah,
Ooh, I can't wait
I'm
for
just
that
drop
to
the
get
Dominus
more
2 copies of
obnoxious.
impulse and skip the pack. It's not worth wasting gems for it.
Can't wait for Matsu to get more obnoxious with the stuff in that.
And then let's get into the actual card game, starting with the OCG and their recently released ban list.
Yeah.
So first off,
Oh yeah, new red.
yep. First off, they banned Artifact Scythe and Summon Limit.
I mean,
Long time
I
ago.
ain't for them, that's nice.
Let's see. They also limited Sword Ryzeal, Dimensional Shifter, Malice Dormouse, 7th Tachyon, and That Grass, which prior to this list, That Grass was at 2.
And that's how you make a ban list.
It's definitely
Yes, they knew Tachyon was too broken.
didn't take much.
Yeah, didn't take much.
Yeah,
I would laugh if the card barely lasted like a few months over here.
Let's
months
see.
before it gets banned.
They also semi-limited Cyberjar and Pearly's Sleepy Memory.
Okay,
Woo.
that's something.
Let's see.
Nothing much.
And they unlimited Fire King High Kirin, Performapal Monkey Board, Chronograph Sorcerer, Masterpiece, Morphing Jar, Snatch Deal, and Zodiac Barrage.
The only bad thing about this OCG list is no Maxi on it again.
Well, Maxi has been put to 2 so far. We can hope they're going to be smarter about the next one.
Well, like,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
the-
reason why is that
it's-
too
it's
currently
the
is because of the
same
product they
process
have there.
I know.
Like,
I
was
know.
it like the chat?
Didn't
Ah.
they make a second version of Maxi?
You mean
Yeah,
Charming
super
Charmies?
lot of
Yeah.
stuff in Master Duel
More
is
Charmies.
Maxi.
They
Well, good as the Molcharis are, they're no Max Speed.
True, but when you
They
exist
are
in a game...
because the drawback is a joke.
Yeah.
You still keep 20 plus cards in your hand.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. As far as new product, Maze of the Master has officially been released, and unfortunately, I cannot build the Odeon deck because it's showing tournament relevance.
Oh,
It means it's super
unfortunate.
expensive.
Yeah.
Rogue
Honestly,
deck.
I did have a feeling that it would get. I mean, has it got any top?
Yes. Several.
Yes.
It's
And that's
Honestly,
all
I
it
did
matters for
kinda
the card
expect,
market to jump off the prices.
the deck seems.
I expected the Odeon deck to be pretty good, but not meta destroying or anything.
The problem is that it's very synergistic with Fiendsmith because both decks have 4 stars and 6 stars, which means they can just go back and forth between each other with relative ease.
Here we go again.
I'm honest with you guys, Konami just should ban Engraver across all formats at this point.
Honestly, if they limit
No,
Engraver to
I
1,
wouldn't
it
say
might
that
help.
Engraver should be banned. I personally think it would be Requiem that should be banned.
Maybe.
Yeah,
and for
I
those
see
who are going
it.
to
I
say
see
that
it.
it'll kill Fiendsmith, fucking good.
It's like
For the
ban all
record-
tuners and whatever cards.
Yeah, but the problem is when you ban Requiem, they still have their spell they can go into diffusion. So just say goodbye to Engraver and kill the engine overall.
It might be necessary.
It's
at this
overstayed
point.
its welcome in Yu-Gi-Oh! By now.
Yeah. Alright, and then let's see.
Yeah.
Deck Build Pack Justice Hunters finally revealed all the cards that we're getting for K9, which has been revealed to be a rank 5 gimmick deck, whose entire goal seems to be hot swapping between its Xyz monsters, of which there's 2 rank 5s and a rank 9.
And they're werewolves.
Hey, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Finally, a rank 5, another rank 5 deck. I would say that.
Yeah, we do
That-
need more of those.
Seems, yeah, that seems
Funny thing
highly
is,
intriguing.
Oh, sorry, Phoenix.
Isn't it? It's a furry deck, isn't it?
It's furry wife.
Not
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's another furry deck.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And for
let's
some
Also,
reason,
anti-panic waves.
Konami still makes furry decks bad for some reason.
Well, because they just don't like us.
Funny thing you mentioned in that, because in the OCG, K9 has a small package of 3 Izuna, 1 Lupus, and 1 Ripper as
Yep,
an
but it
anti
does
hand
nothing
trap and
cost
graveyard engine.
But it does nothing cause Konami gave all the good stuff to Yami and Dragon Tail. They gave K9 shit in their first wave, and probably keep it at that.
Well,
But on the plus side, if you're going up against Blue Eyes, you can now shit on them.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
All right.
they're anti-hand engraved.
All right, so here's something big. We got a slew of information about Alliance Insight.
Oh yeah, the Giga Leak.
Yeah, so let's try and get through this reasonably quick. First off, we saw the new Mitsurugi support. They got 2 main deck monsters and an 8-star ritual, a new ritual spell, a quick play spell, a continuous spell, and a normal trap. They kitted this deck out.
Yeah, they gave Mitsurugi everything but the kitchen sink. And I probably think like in a few years they're gonna give Mitsurugi the kitchen sink.
Mitsurugi
Thanks,
is looking
for
to be a
making-
great reptile deck.
Yeah.
Thanks, Konami, for making
There you go.
what.
Finally.
Thanks, Konami, for making my comment age like fine milk.
Yup. Let's see. They
Yep.
also revealed some light fairy themed cards, which I assume is supposed to be something along the lines of, God, what's the name of that one deck that?
Counter fairies.
Not counter fairies, a different fairy deck from the anime, the one that uses the Mischief of the Time Goddess.
Fairy Dragon?
Valkyrie?
Yeah,
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
It seems very Valkyrie-esque. They released Dawn Angel Cambi, who can trade fairies you control for others with the same level. Hrimnir, the Divine Follower, which can set a continuous trap from deck. And Vingolf's Blessing, which is a continuous spell that mills a fairy, boosts fairies, and summons a fairy from the graveyard when it's destroyed. It all feels very Valkyrie.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it does, in a way.
And then, of course, there's the other random singles. Let's see. The new Not Goatee support, Aspis School, which is a 4-star fish that is a worse Lantern Shark. There's Toxic Boxfish, a new 4-star synchro. And Fish in Bids, which mills or banishes 2 fish from your deck.
Yeah, that last one is really extreme goatee.
Yeah, but here's the cool part. It does have a neat stipulation. You gotta banish a card from your own hand, and your opponent can stop you from playing this card by banishing 2 cards from their own hand.
That's actually intriguing.
It is. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it really forces your opponent.
Yeah, it gives them the option, and the detrimental effect is kind of amazing. Let's see.
Yeah.
There's the new Cyberus Assistance card called Replicard Lad, which can duplicate monsters you control if they share the same level and/or attack and/or defense. I wish...
Shenanigans, I say, for that card.
Yeah, I wish I understood what this was supposed to help.
Yeah, like, I think a lot of Cybers thing have levels all over the place. Probably Math Mech.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the new rank 4 Dark Psychic called Sacra Vendrage. Its effect is that it resummons level 4 or rank 4 Dark Psychics, and it turns them into copies of itself.
Interesting.
But the one bit of news from Alliance Insight that I am very happy about is the new continuous trap monster support called Tiki Peace. It is a 1-card rank 4. And I was talking about it in my server. We were talking about using its effect to resummon any continuous trap as a trap monster. Summon skill drain.
That's funny. It's a meme thing.
In attack mode.
I summoned Royal Decree in
But
attack
there
mode.
is a question.
Wasn't there a
Does
continuous
Tiki
spell that
Peace-
also supported trap monsters too?
Well, hang on. What were you going to say, Connor?
Do the continuous traps that TTP summons with its effect keep their effects, or are basically treated as normal monsters?
They're treated as normal monsters. We're basically just gimmicking on the name.
So no issue with skill drain then.
Nope. But yeah, I
We're
love
completely
TTPs.
fine.
I love TTPs. I'm putting it in my deck first chance I get. If I ever build it.
Of course.
Let's
Side note, but you think what happened to the skill drain monster if it kept the effect? It's technically a monster itself, so would it just negate its
Mono
effect?
Wano.
basically a Mono Iwado in a sense.
Mono Wano. Yeah.
Let's see. Then they announced a new item for the OCG coming out in May called Limited Pack GX. It's supposed to have cards that come from the anime specifically. Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum, which I believe is a Bastion card. Alchemic Kettle Chaos Distill, which is a Professor Banner card. And Heroes Rule 1 5 Freedoms, which obviously is a Jaden card.
Apparently, the rumor is going around that this is replacing Animation Chronicle now.
Oh. I don't have an issue with
Chaos
that.
Yeah,
Because
Chaos
like,
Distill is Alchemy Beast.
Obviously.
Yeah, because Animation Chronicle usually releases in February.
Mm-hmm.
And since we didn't get any news about that in February, it's gonna be here in March, here in this new GX thingy.
I'm fine with that, honestly. Let's see. Then there's the new Tactical Tri deck, which has confirmed that we're getting an Exosister structure deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we knew about that already.
Also, we're gonna get the main deck M Hero stuff, and I'm kind of hyped for this.
Dude, I was gonna
Oh
get
yeah,
to that.
that.
We're
Huh?
getting an adaptation of the main deck Master Heroes.
Right
Let's
back,
go.
yeah.
Get ready to hear Henshin a lot.
Yeah, I was actually gonna get to that next.
Tactical tri-packs.
Yeah, the tactical tri-packs, which is confirmed new Dark Magician, Masked Hero, and Makonko support.
Honestly, Dark Magician is the one I'm looking forward to the most, mainly in the hopes that they finally make Dark Magician support that's actually worth a damn, because they still have crippling consistency problems.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I wish they made Dark Magician support meta, so we could finally have Blue Eyes versus Dark Magician in
That
meta.
would be amazing.
Mhm.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
And the big issue with Dark Magician at the moment is that it's reliant on a normal monster, but unlike other decks like Neos and Blue Eyes, they don't really have ways of bypassing the fact that they have to play.
I'm surprised people
Well,
haven't
I
tried
think the fact
mixing
that
Primite with Dark Magician yet.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah, and Primite isn't really good with Dark Magician, sadly enough.
That is so weird.
That is hilarious.
Let's see. Oh, and then we got a slew of information about Duelist Advance dropping on July 4th. First off, the Monarch support.
Ooh, yeah.
2 main
Oh,
deck
that's so
monsters,
good. It's so good.
2 main deck monsters, 2 normal spells, and a continuous trap. It's good.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm happy they didn't continue with the shitty level 10 Monarch things they tried with Mega Festival.
Yeah.
Well, they might still
Yeah,
do
it's like-
that like once every couple of sets, because you know they're known to do that. But
I'm
Well,
gonna say, the
problem
new
is-
continuous Monarch trap is so fucking funny. Because it 60 packs all the OG Monarchs on it. Funny.
Uh-huh.
that's a throwback and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Then there's the new support for what I'm referring to as Arcadia Psychics, which is the old Payment Psychics and Time Psychics that have been rolled up into one. 4 main deck monsters, a fusion, 3 synchros, and 2 spells, of which Emergency Teleport is now searchable.
That is both.
Reject
is-
modernity. Return to Teledad.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Absolutely.
That is both intriguing yet terrifying at the same time. Like,
Let's see.
Like this.
Honestly, a lot of Teledad Teledad could be back, improved and modernized, and it wouldn't really matter.
My only issue with the new Psychics is they don't really work with the old ones, which kind of makes me unhappy. I play Time Psychics because the theme and aesthetic is pleasing, but the new stuff does not interact well with the old stuff. I've tried.
Power creep.
Well, it's not even power creep. They don't work with each other at all. They're not designed to.
I think they did that on purpose just so that get new stuff.
Of course.
Probably. Speaking of which, next up on the list to talk about is the new Super Quant support. 2 main deck monsters and a quick play spell.
Me
Quite happy
want.
with that.
I cannot
Those two
believe
monsters
that.
those colors are good.
Also, I can't believe that this is the timeline where Ashira Fenrir decided to fight for justice instead.
Oh no, it's still very much a villain.
He's basically the
Also,
anti-hero.
also on that subject, yes, like the design for the new level 7 does essentially reuse parts from Cashier Fenrir, which, considering the theme, I really like.
You know what? I can't even argue that. It looks pretty damn good.
Also, the quick play spell card, right? Is the name of a damn episode title.
It is.
It's so funny.
It really is.
Okay, so next... Go ahead.
I would legit find a way to play Super Quantums in the year of our Lord.
Feel free to. If you can find a way, post it, man.
yeah, like I just need to figure out the deck.
Let's see. Next up is the Morganite support. They got a new normal spell and a monster that works with them. That honestly, it feels very much like what they tried to do with the forbidden spells, like Lance and the like. The main deck monster's kind of there, but it doesn't really, it's not worth playing, which is sad.
Honestly, you're better off running You're better off running the more Organites by themselves as tech cards.
Especially this new one. It makes all your spell trap activations free. Counter fairies.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Finally, counter fairies can have some form of some form of playability back ever since losing their pendulum zones for Ariadne.
It might actually happen that way. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Let's see. Next up would be the Primite support, which for some reason they gave a fusion and a normal spell to summon it.
Oh dear.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, why not?
It's basically just going to help them turbo First of the Dragons. That's it. I mean, hey, if I can see Ojama do better, I'm happy.
No, but what's my real theory in my brain with the entire Primite shit? Where they just wanted to make support for First of the Dragons, because they also have a new fusion of First of the Dragons in here.
Of course they do. Let's see. Then comes the new Vanquish Soul support, which they gave a new main deck monster, a rank 4, and a field spell. And from what I can see, the stuff's pretty cool, but it doesn't really help as much as it should, I guess, is the best way to put it.
In other words, to quote a YouTuber I frequently watch, this Vanquish Soul support sure does exist, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
On a related note, watch Diamond Studios.
Let's see. Next up would be the new Vase support, which is actually pretty good. They gave them a new main deck monster, a new continuous spell, and a retrain of Hungry Burger called Angry Burger.
That's funny.
Honestly, about time.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that made me giggle, though. The new Angry Burger.
I'm going to tell you now, they better come out with a fusion called Hangry Burger.
Yeah.
Give us the sandwich of the food empire.
Do we have a picture of the Angry Burger?
Actually, I don't remember if we do. Give me a second.
No, we don't. It's just all leaks.
Nope. Yep.
Aww.
Just leaks. Just leaks.
I want to see Angry Burger.
I was getting ready to look it up, in all honesty.
I was too. Let's see. Then there's the Flame Swordsman support, which is Dark Flare Swordsman.
I one I actually kind of like.
I do too. It looks like it does cool stuff.
But it's nowhere near as cool as Angry Burger.
Of course
No,
it's
but
not.
Real talk, Flame Swordsman just needs a few more main deck stuff. Probably some things that lets them play nice with Red Eyes, and we can have a deck here because I see the vision. We just need a few more main deck cards.
Yeah, just a few more. It's not far off.
Monsters in specific. They have all the back row they need.
Then comes the new Testina support, Miasma Dragon Testina, which apparently has given them a fully functional 1.5 card combo.
1.5?
Yeah, basically you need a specific card and something you just really don't need to know the name of.
So basically discard fodder.
That's what the 0.5 is supposed to represent, yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of happy that Testina got support.
It definitely needs to help.
I never truly believed that their biggest issue was consistency, but rather their end boards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this new support actually kind of helps out with that issue.
It really does. And yes, Testina definitely needs a better Xyz monster, bare minimum. Let's see. Next up is the Ashen support, Inferno of the Ashen, which is basically Fire King Sanctuary for Ashen.
Mm-hmm.
It basically plays the field spell out of the deck, and it also lets you throw one of your Ashen monsters in your graveyard to your opponent's board, which obviously is going to be Vados. So
Yeah.
it helps the deck, which is what we needed. I was debating on making it myself. And yes, Ashen still needs better fusions. I won't even argue that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Now, this card is my personal favorite out of the entire set so far. Leo Wizard, the Dark Mage. This thing rewrites the basic rules of the game. Any monster with 1350 or more attack, regardless of its level now, requires a tribute to be normal summoned.
Wow.
In reality, nobody will care.
I don't care if they care. I think it's hysterical.
That any monster over
what?
1350 attack needs to be tribute something?
Basically, yes. So, you can spam as much as you want, but if you got that, but now... What is Jerry Bean's attack again?
1750.
1750.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tribute summon Jerry Bean's man. The
You have
pure
to tribute
his-
summon in order to summon your synchros.
Wait, isn't it like 13? Isn't it 1350 specifically?
It's 1350
Yeah.
or
Or am I
higher.
missing something?
If it's 4-star or
Funny.
lower and has 1350 or higher attack, it now requires tribute summon while this thing is on the field.
That's funny.
Yes, it is. It's also an anti-light card, but that's beside the point. I just think Leo
Wait, can you
Wizard is
still
hysterical.
special summon? Can you still special
Oh,
summon?
yeah, you can
Dual
special
Force?
summon as much as you want, but if you normal summon it, you're kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's just funny.
It's,
Of course,
it's just
yeah.
funny. It's a funny card.
And
If it said to special summon, then it'll be busted.
also, if it's destroyed, it searches any monster with 1350 attack from your deck, which, again, is one of the Memento monsters, so that's cool as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna dip on out for the night, so I'll
okay.
see you
Right,
all
Ori.
next time.
All right, see you next time, man. And let's see, the last card from the Duelist Advance reveals is the field spell Spring, which is really fucking
yeah.
weird.
It looks nice.
It looks nice. It has an interesting effect. You're basically trading your own zones for a stat boost. What I'm most interested about is its word of text that says that at the end phase, you can swap it with another card that produces the same kind of counters and put those counters on it. I'm curious where that's going to go, because that tells me there's going to be 3 more, 1 for each season, and they're just going to kind of like rotate in and out. I am fascinated by this.
Spring is so far an attack bonus one.
Which tells me summer will probably be maybe a defensive
Defense
bonus.
And then there's going to be the other two are going to be extremely busted.
Probably. And then they'll just rotate.
Hmm.
Let's
The
see.
thing is with spring and the seasonal cards are probably not going to be very good. But that does not matter because you still, for booster packs, you still kind of need shitty cards because it helps make the good cards in the set even better.
I guess, but at the
Shadow
same
Warrior.
time, this has the potential to at least be interesting in terms of, like...
Oh yeah, I didn't say they weren't uninteresting. Truth be told, I take a shitty but fun and gimmicky deck over Fiendsmith combo deck number 528 any
Thank
day
you.
of the week.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now, the last thing to talk about on the list is the V-Jump promo cards they announced. First off, they announced 3 cards from a character I don't recognize called Moon Magician, Moon Gardener, and Starship Adjuster Plane.
Oh,
They from the manga.
Oh, they are from the manga.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a
Those
character from the
those ones,
Zexo
though.
manga.
Those
Okay.
just suck ass.
Well, apparently they're being revealed as V-Jump promos, as well as prototype Sky Striker Ace Amatsu.
Ah, prototype.
Yeah, and that's supposed to go in tandem with the new Sky Striker support they announced not too long ago.
Yippee!
Mm-hmm. And that is all I had to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
made it to
and
the
I
end of the
want to
show.
cosplay as Sky Striker Zero.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go over some of the rush duel stuff.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so first off, Go Rush has ended literally last week. I am sad, but it has to be this way. And that final duel actually gave us two stupid cards, which I'll get into later. First off, we have the release of Galactica of Eternity, which features cards used by various characters from the show. It introduces the Animagica series of cards, which can like modify their levels to like benefit your needs. Also introduce like some additional support, but the ones that y'all need to know essentially are heroes, gadgets, magnet warriors, Neos, and Summon Skull.
Fair enough.
Yes, those are in rush. Yeah, and that's it for that. The next upcoming pack is Axel Road of the Attack, which is releasing on May 31st. It's gonna include some other cards introduced in the anime. Well, just one. Actually, no, yeah, a few. One I am looking forward to is Violet Scale Enhanced Blast Dragon. Think of its fusion materials. Think of it essentially like tech-themed Blue Eyes and Red Eyes.
Oh, the fusion between with Bluetooth and Red Boost.
Yes. Which got introduced in the anime and was only used in one duel. That's great. Anyways, now for that final duel that I mentioned, these were the two feature cards at the end of the last two episodes. First off, we have Majesty of Outer Verse, the big boss monster of the season in terms of the antagonists. It is a level 11 fire spellcaster ritual monster, where it's treated as just regular Outer Verse form in your grave. And its continuous effect, it becomes Galaxy type during your turn. It gains 1,000 attack per Galaxy ritual on your field. And if you have 3 level 11 ritual monsters on your field, it gains a further 4,000 attack. Fun. And it's a company ritual spell, Outerverse Majestic Ritual. First off, obviously, ritual summons Majesty of Outerverse by sending monsters from your field whose total levels equal 11 or more. However, if you sent only one monster by this effect, while this special summon monster is face up, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and it inflicts piercing damage on a 10k body potentially.
Yes. That's that rush duel madness I've been looking for.
Yeah. Before I move on to the other card that I want to talk about, we do have like confirmation on how rituals work in rush duels. You guys know like the theory that like the rituals in Duelist Kingdom possibly came from the extra deck?
Right.
It's literally that. The rituals actually come from the extra deck.
Which I feel like should have still been a thing.
It really should have been a thing.
I guess it's too late to make it a thing in the real thing, so they made it a thing in Master Duel. I mean, Rush Duel.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank God that you don't have to draw both cards. Well, granted, it is a bit easier because you draw up to 5 cards every single turn, but we don't have any ways of...
That's another upside to Rush Rituals. The fact that your hand gets refreshed every turn.
And the second card that I want to talk about, the big protagonist fusion, Ultimate Trinity Stargazer. The first 3 letters... Yes, I was about to get into that. The first 3 letters of it... the first letters of each of the words literally just means UTS, which in the anime is basically like their little company, which I really like. It's it really is. It's a fusion between Galactica Oblivion, Jointech Rex, and Blue Fang Burst Dragon. Basically all of our like 3 main protagonists boss monsters. It's a level 10 galaxy with 4,000 attack and 2,500 defense. And you activate the effect by sending the top card of your deck to the grave. And the effect in question: all face-up monsters on your opponent's field lose 7,500 attack until the end of this turn. Cause why not?
Why not?
And
indeed?
yeah, and well, since this has been going on throughout the whole podcast, figured I'd save this for last as well. The ban list. Cause why wouldn't we have a ban list? So in terms of banned cards, nothing. Limited cards, we have, well, technically 4. I'll explain why in a minute. So first off, Very Fresh Shy. I actually forgot what this one is. Oh, the one that just debuffs your whole board with your opponent's whole board by 1,500 attack. Well, you have another Aqua type with 100 attack. Next up, we have Mazeful Charity, which is Graceful Charity, but for Aqua. Where if you have a face-up Aqua type monster on your field, you draw 2, then place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of the deck. It's meant to hurt the consistency of Very Fresh, because despite its cute art style, well, just the cute art in general, it's apparently a meta deck. So basically, Yummy before Yummy became a thing. And next up, a card actually not tied to Very Fresh, but rather Dark Magician, of all things. Yeah, Spellbook Rejection. If you have 10 or more cards in your deck, you excavate the top 4, send all Dark Attribute Spellcaster type monsters and spell cards to the grave, and shuffle the rest into the deck. If you send 4 cards with this effect, you draw 1. There is just so many things you could do with this. And last up for the limited cards, this is the technicality I brought up. Jest of the Cosmo Princess is limited in South Korea. Well, no, just Korean actually. It was apparently semi-limited over in Korea, and then they decided to limit it.
Wonderful.
Why Korea specifically?
Because it's already limited in Japan.
Makes sense.
Now for the semi-limited cards. Agent Miscast. It went from limited to semi-limited, where if you control no other monsters, you pay 300 life points. You send the top 3 cards of your deck to the grave. If you set a reptile by this effect, you can also add 1 light reptile from your grave to your hand. Doesn't have to be among the cards you milk. And keeping with the agent theme, Agent Mistake went from semi-limited to unlimited. Where during the main phase it's no more special summon, you excavate the top 3 cards of your deck and 1 level 3 or higher reptile type monster from among them to your hand, and place the rest back to the top of your deck in any order. And the last card I have, that is, well, on the ban list. Well, this time it's being removed from the ban list. Grand Extreme, where special summons any fish or sea serpent type monster from your hand. Then you shuffle up to 5 monsters from your opponent's grave into their deck. It was semi-limited before, but now it's unlimited. Same with Agent Mistake, I should have mentioned that. Or maybe
Honestly, to me, that card you just mentioned there, the one that shovels 5 cards into your opponent's deck, I get it helps you summon any fish or sea serpent from your hand. No, wait. You said Aqua and Sea Serpent, yes?
Fish or Sea Serpent.
Right, but I was right the first time. Sorry, my memory's a bit... because I'm tired. But...
Fair.
That card kind of sounds shit.
It wasn't before. But now that the game has, made more cards, Power Creep did end up catching up to it.
Okay.
So that's
you
probably...
get to summon any fish or sea serpent. I'm also giving my opponent back 5 of their cards.
Yeah,
Sure, it could still be 5 of their worst cards, but it's still 5 of their fucking cards regardless.
Yeah. Though this does potentially some cards that do like shuffle that do shuffle back cards from their grave for the requirement of like specific traps, which was probably the reason why I got on the ban list in the first place. But like now, decks like modern decks could give less of a shit. Like I think Dark Matter don't really care unless it's Dragon specifically.
Dark Matter, Hero, Harpy, Cyber Dragon, and Execute Beauty, I think, doesn't really care about their graveyard being shuffled back. Very Fresh. That's another one.
Yeah. So many decks nowadays like don't really care. In fact, in most cases, they would happily get back up cards from their grave to the hand if they aren't able to. And that's all I got.
Well, fair enough. All right, well, this has actually been a pretty good show so far. Anyone else got anything they want to talk about real quick before we call it a night?
I was just gonna bring out one thing.
Sure, go ahead.
Let me just post it in chat.
Well, I guess in the meantime, I have been enjoying golf so far.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh,
was just
right,
gonna-
that.
Yeah, the Red Rain.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring out. I was very surprised they brought the Aquarius of all mechs in Red Power Rangers. Aquarius is not a Power Ranger related thing.
No, it is not.
Any at all. And it was so random, but that one cameo actually treated with more respect than the two latest series sequels it had.
That's fair.
It's a total of 4. There's the original Aquarius was good. The Aquarius Evo was good. We don't talk about Aquarius Idol because it's very mid. And then the new one, Aquarius Mold, is complete and utter garbage because they tried to use the Panty and Stocking art style and combine it with the Aquarius art style to horror themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
Also,
It's like, you know how this mech looks, right?
Mhm.
On the screen? They use that kind of mech, but the character designs are Panty and Stocking characters.
That does not work. What were you
And
gonna say?
the background is exactly the same as this.
Of course. What were you gonna say,
So-
Rabin?
like, yeah, I actually was seeing the whole Isekai Red Ranger, and I fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Them having a Egypt themed Kamen Rider, essentially.
Always find the Deca driver too.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's there's so much to cover when it comes to the references they've been making. I love everything they've been doing. I haven't even had a chance to sit down and watch it yet, but I might do that while I'm at work tonight.
Do it.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Normally I'm not one for isekai, but when you do it right, you do it right. Plus they had a scene where they were like, wait, why are the, like, a common sense scene, like, why are the Zords being summoned?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that is so funny. Literally, any early interaction with Yidura is like, I love it a lot.
I cannot wait to sit
In
down
fact,
and
I think-
actually see all this for myself.
Yeah, in fact, I think Yidura be like one of my favorite characters.
I will look out for that character. I don't know very much about the series, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
She's actually, yeah, Yidura is actually introduced in like episode. She is a prominent member, so you'll be able to see her immediately, essentially.
I look forward to seeing her. But in the meantime, I think this is probably a good place to end the show on. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah, it's a good place. I was gonna say originally I thought it was just a show to make fun of isekais, but no, it's
Nah.
A love letter to foreign.
I'll be honest, the only isekai anime I actually respect is Kiba, because the guy went willingly. I respect that.
Fair.
The only one that I've seen is the Suicide Squad prior to this. Though, like, real quick, well, first off, on the subject of Red Ranger Isekai, in one of the episodes, we did get, like, a little, cameos for, like, other Sentai members. Some of which even reprising their actual roles, which is literally funny. Well, the second thing, and this one isn't related, to the Red Ranger Isekai, but it is related to Tokusatsu. Brennan Magia, the actor for the Red Dino Charge Ranger, actually recently started doing like a reaction to his season of origin, Kyoryuger. He, as of right now, he's only uploaded the first 2 episodes. Though granted, the second one is like more of a watch along because YouTube is YouTube.
Speaking of,
go
ahead.
But he has been enjoying it. So
that reminds me, actually. You guys know who Merrick is from Power Rangers Wild Force, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has an active YouTube channel, and he recently watched the transformation of the very first Red Wolf Ranger, and he absolutely loved it.
Oh.
The wolf is an underrepresented animal in most Sentai, and now that it's been given a frontline spot, he's very happy.
I'm surprised.
I'd reckon so.
All right, I think this is a good place to end the show. I think we've landed on a high note. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning into the show. We appreciate each and every one of you that decided to show up and watch. We usually record these on the first Friday of every month, which means the next show should be on May the 2nd.
May the 4th be with you.
Revenge of the 5th. In the meantime, thank you again. In the meantime, thank you again for coming, everybody who showed up for the show, and we will all see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.